Mhm. So this is how this works. Live stream. Why does it not change? Oh, let me check what is happening on YouTube. Oh wow. Hmm. Let me see. This is so new. Hmm. I have no idea what is going on. Oh, this is not a stream. Okay, I think this is better. Oh, 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 okay. Hmm. This is not. Oh, there are people here on Instagram. Hello, hello. We have Dev. Oh, let me reduce the volume in the background. My goodness me. Let me reduce the volume. Okay. All right. Okay. Didier, you follow this Instagram page? Do you follow this Instagram page? That is strange. Okay. All right. So there is Dev Henode. Didier, I heard you moved to the States. How is the States? And then there's Fejalo. Hello, hello, hello. How are you all doing? I am actually streaming on multiple platforms, and this is the first time I'm doing this. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no clue what I am doing. So I'm checking my I'm checking it on LinkedIn, and I look so I look this is hilarious. Okay, there is Nero. Nero, where are you all joining from? Let me know where you're joining from. I would like to know where everyone is joining the stream from. Um, oh, there are five people on. Oh wow, there are five. There are five people on LinkedIn. Hi, hi, hello, hello, Eunice. Hello, hello, hello. Wow, thank you all for joining. Where are you all joining me from? I would like to know that information. I would like to know that information. Where are you all joining from? Let me know, let me know, let me know. And then we are going to have a we're going to chit chat about scholarships. We are going to chit chat about scholarships. So come in here, come in here, come in here. Welcome everybody. Let's talk some scholarships. This is my first time in my life going live on LinkedIn. So this feels so strange. I am learning. I am learning. Oh, okay. Fejalo is joining from Nigeria. Hello, hello. Hello, Fejalo. How are you doing? Are you joining from Lagos or are you joining from Abuja? Are you joining from Ibadan? Yesterday, when I did the Instagram live, there were people who joined me from Ibadan. Some people joined me from Lagos. Some people joined me from um uh wait what's that called? I've forgotten. Oh yes, yes, I think so. Those are the names. Oh wow. Uh Tegaye is joining from Ethiopia. Hello, hello. Are you in Addis Ababa? Are you in Addis? I would like to go to Ethiopia. Like I would like to visit Ethiopia. I really, really want to go to Ethiopia so bad. This is my first time going on live on LinkedIn. So y'all forgive my ignorance if you see me lost. If you see me lost, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to go about stuff, y'all forgive me, okay? I'm still learning. I'm a newbie in this thing. I'm learning how this works. So y'all be patient with me, okay? Okay, okay. If you're joining in, we are going to talk about scholarships. I want to talk to you all about scholarships. By the way, can you all hear me? Is my audio clear enough? Oh my goodness, maybe my audio is not clear. Clear. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me? Please let me know. Can you hear me? Oh no, maybe y'all cannot hear me. Oh Lord, wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me disconnect. I'm sure the audio is bad. Can you all hear me? Those on the people on, I think the audio quality was not the best. Okay, uh Instagram people, y'all are good. Y'all are hearing me clearly. So how are y'all doing? Where are y'all joining from? How are you? Huh? Oh my goodness. I told you all that this is my first time doing this, right? So of course I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm making tons of mistake. Okay. Says you we can hear you clearly. That is interesting because I was rather worried about you all on LinkedIn because of the audio not being okay. People say they can hear me clearly. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. So let's talk. Okay. Let me just say that because this is my first time doing this. I've never done this before. I have never done this before. This is my first time doing this. So I'm going to grab a pen and a paper, and I want you all to talk to me. I want you all to talk to me about what do you all want, what are the topics you all want me to cover? What do y'all want to know about scholarships? What are you struggling with? What do you need help with? Those are the things that I want to know. What are you struggling with? What do you need help with? Talk to me. And then, based on what you all tell me, I am now going to structure the conversation such that everybody gets to have some kind of a value from this. I want everybody to be able to have some value from this. So I want you all to talk to me. What are your scholarship problems? I do not know because, as I was saying, this is my first time doing this. So I do not know your scholarship problems. So you need to talk to me. You need to talk to me. Tell me, what stage in your scholarship journey are you at? What are you struggling with? What do you need help with? How can I help you? What is the best way that I can help you? You all talk to me. All the chats are open. So I want you all to flood the chats with what you all are going through. And then, based on that, we are going to get into some live workshop or live question answering session or something such that I can speak to everybody's need and make sure that you all get some value out of these sessions. So Dr. Tati, yes, it's my first time. I was just like, you know what? I usually go on live on when we had Clubhouse. I used to go on live on Clubhouse, but I was like, this time I'm like, I've lost my job. I don't have anything to do. I might as well jump on here and talk to the people about scholarships, right? I thank you, Dr. Tati. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So I'm going to grab a pen and a paper. Y'all hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me grab a pen. All right. Okay. I have my pencil here and I have my notepad, and we are going to go through this topic by topic. I'm going to collect your topics, and then I'm going to structure the conversations based on that. All right. Is it mandatory to have IELTS? Okay. Okay. I the question is coming from LinkedIn. The person is talking about um oh, hi, greetings from Cote d'Ivoire. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Comment tu vas? Comment tu vas? Comment tu mandatory to have as what time is it? How do I say it in French? Il est quelle heure? Il est quelle heure? Ah Côte d'Ivoire. Hear my French? Three to have IELTS, okay? So we're going to have a conversation about IELTS, okay? And then uh let's see. And then what are the questions? People on Instagram, I'm not seeing your questions. I am not seeing your questions. What, y'all are good? Everybody fine? Y'all don't have no scholarship issues? Y'all are applying for scholarships and you don't have no problems? Really? 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 Is that how it's going? Uh Okay, all right. Where are the questions? All right. So, okay, I'm just going to, since I have one request about out, I am just going to speak to the out issues. And then while waiting for you all to talk to me, because as I said, I want to definitely make sure that um, I'm able to speak to your needs, not just my thought process of I think you need this. If I assume that I think you need this and then you don't need it, then I'm just going to be wasting your time, right? Uh it's 8 a.m. in Brazil. I'm on holiday, but saw that you were on. Dr. Tati, you're in Brazil having fun, yeah? Listen, I will be like you when I grow up, okay? I will be like you when I grow up. I will be like you when I grow up. That's goals. Goals to travel to other countries. That's goals, okay, Dr. Tati? I'll be like you. All right, let's talk about IELTS. The uh All right. Someone says, if I use ChatGPT to refine my SOP, is it going to affect my chances? Oh, this is such a good topic. Let's talk about AI, ChatGPT. We're going to talk about AI and SOPs, just scholarship applications generally. And then oh, you see, Eugene answered my question. Uh 11, il est 11 à Côte d'Ivoire. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm practicing my French. So we're going to talk about outs. If you have any issues with outs, stick around. We're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about AI and scholarship applications. Are you all using AI for your scholarship applications? We're going to talk about that. And then Sumaira asks, which countries are easiest to get scholarships? Okay, which countries? Countries easiest to get scholarships. So we're going to talk about countries, and I'm going to start the word easiest because I want to talk to you all about seeking for easy opportunities. I want to talk to you all about that. All right, so we have three topics already. That's good. That's good. I like that. We can go for a solid hour or two on these topics. But of course, if you have more questions, keep putting them in the chat and I'm going to answer your questions. All right, let's go. Let's start with outs. I understand. I come from a former British colony, and I did my education in English, right? And I understand that sense of okay, I studied in English. I did all my programs in English. Why do I have to write IELTS, right? Or like, why do I have to submit a document to show that I can speak English when I did all of my studies in English? There's an argument to be made about that and that sense of why should we have to prove that we studied in English? And I think that this is a problem that it's an anger that I think so many people across developing countries whose countries were colonized and had to learn English because we grew up learning and speaking English, and then we had to sort of make this language part of what we grew up with. And then all of a sudden, it's time for you to get to university. And then they are telling you that you should prove that you can actually speak that language, right? So I think that there's a frustration to that. But it is what it is. The world is not fair. We live in a world where we don't always get to have our way with things. Maybe one day we are going to have our way with it, but we at this moment we don't. So if you are a student looking for opportunities abroad or scholarships abroad, it is unfortunate that most of the scholarships actually demand an out, or it demands for some TOEFL and or some kind of a proof of English. Some people have to submit TOEIC and things like that. So is it mandatory? Yes and no. So majority of the scholarships that you're going to find out there require that you submit an IELTS certificate. But in the last 3 weeks, I have been doing constant videos on YouTube explaining to you all about different opportunities that are available that do not require IELTS. I started by talking to you all about countries where you can study without IELTS. If you all have not watched that video, please go and watch it. It's there on YouTube. It's free for you all to consume. Next, I talked to you all about universities that do not require IELTS. If you've not watched that video, go and watch it. And earlier today, I recorded because the thing is, with the countries and with the universities, you still have to pay tuition, right? So yes, they waive IELTS, but you have to budget, you have to spend a lot of money. So today, I actually spent time recording a video on on scholarships that do not require IELTS, like fully funded scholarships that do not require IELTS. And I think that that is the sweet spot to be at. If you're able to get a fully funded scholarship that does not require IELTS, how amazing is that, right? I did. And one of the scholarships that you all are going to see in the video on YouTube, I'm going to release the video tomorrow. So tomorrow, everybody, let us head to YouTube because Sylvie is going to have a new video there. So let's all go to YouTube tomorrow, okay? Make sure go to the YouTube channel, turn your notifications on, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on such that you get alerted when I drop the video. And what I did in the video was that I tried to organize it according to scholarships for bachelor students, like fully funded scholarships for bachelor students that do not require IELTS, fully funded scholarships for master students that do not require IELTS, and then fully funded scholarships for PhD students that do not require IELTS. So those are the topics that I cover in the video that is going to come out tomorrow. So you can go and then see watch the video. But the thing is that if I have to take a step back and sort of give advice generally, I'll say that yes, you have these scholarships. Just think about it in terms of numbers, right? Let's say that okay, I have a scholarships database, right? And my database has about give and take, let's say 300 scholarships. 300 scholarships, right? And in the 300 scholarships, let's say that 100 of these scholarships are fully funded. The remaining 200 are not fully funded. And then let's say that in this number you have maybe 50, oh no, let's say uh 80 of them require IELTS, and then 20 of them do not require IELTS. Thinking about it from the perspective that scholarships are competitive, you are competing with so many other people. Your options, just based off of IELTS, has been reduced from 80 to 20. So you are now competing. Remember, we had 100 scholarships when we started. Uh, this 80 of them are fully funded. Or 80 of them require no, we have 300 scholarships that we started with. 100 are fully funded, 200 are partially funded. That is a drop by 50%, right? Then we now move to another drop. In these fully funded scholarships, 80 of them require IELTS, and then 20 do not require IELTS. This drops by how many percent? I don't even know. Now you're working with just 20 scholarships. And then think about how competitive each scholarship is. Your chances has been reduced from 80 options to 20 options. And then now you are only competing for 20 scholarships because you only have the documents, you don't have IELTS. So because you don't have IELTS, you've been disqualified from this huge majority. And then you're now competing for this tiny, tiny percentage. So when you look at it now, you start asking yourself, like, should I write IELTS in order to broaden my options? Or should I stick to I don't like IELTS, I don't want to write IELTS, and then I'm only going to apply for 20% of the 20 of the scholarships. So strategically and understanding how competitive scholarships are, I'll say that write your IELTS. We can have a philosophical conversation about why you should not, but just based off of numbers and opportunities and looking at it like you are looking for an opportunity for yourself, you're looking for an opportunity for your family, you're looking for an opportunity to be ahead. Staying ahead of the competition means that any of the things that you can get in your, it's like playing a game. When you're playing a game, there are levels that you pack on yourself, and then you become stronger. You go and you fight this person, you become stronger. You go and you fight this person, you become stronger. If you do not have anything in your back, once you meet your first rival, once you don't have any strength, once you meet your first opponent, you get killed. You get killed because you do not have any arsenals in your back. You are not strong enough, right? So that is the thing. That is the thing. So you have to think about it from the perspective of I want to have more opportunities. I want to have more chances to compete. I want to have more chances to be able to at least show myself, at least just have a chance to compete. Because if you are disqualified for from 100 scholarships, you can only apply for 20 because 80 of those scholarships are asking for out. Just imagine how bad of a hand you're playing yourself, right? So in the grand scheme of things, I'll say write your IELTS, you guys. Write your IELTS. I know that you may not like it. I know that some of you do not want to do it. I get it. I get it. But because this is competition and you want to stay ahead of the curve, please, please, please write your IELTS. Okay? All right. IELTS topic closed. Let us move on to the next topic. Hello, hello. Oh, it's now how many you have so many we have Mr. Appley on Instagram. Oh, by the way, those on LinkedIn, if you all want to join the Instagram, it's okay. If you want to go to YouTube, is also okay. I am streaming on three platforms. This is my first time doing this, and I'm streaming on three platforms. Listen, I am so far ahead of my time in this thing. Okay, it's my first day, but I'm already advanced. Okay, so we have Mr. Appley here on Instagram. Hello, where are you joining from? Chipo Marjorie, where are you joining from? I am Yashir, where are you joining from? Natural Hair Forte, where are you joining from? And then let us see on LinkedIn who is here. We have Wisdom Obuchi. He says, Hi Sylvie. Hi Wisdom. How are you? Where are you joining from? And then we have Eugenie Silwe. Uh, I have a bachelor's with low average. Is it possible for me to find a scholarship? Okay, I'm going to put it on the card of topics. I don't know if we're going to get to your topic, but let us put it on the cards. Okay, we had because okay, is it out? We have finished the out topic. We have Chat GPT and SOPs. We have to talk about that. And then we have countries that are easiest. And then someone has asked a question about low GPA. When you have a low GPA, what do you do? Okay. So we are going to cover that. I hope we can make it to your topic in time. I'll try my best, but let's see how it goes. And then you have Rosa Maria uh Gadzikwa. I am messing up your name. I'm so sorry. Hi. Where are you joining from? Where are you joining from? Let me know. Oh, okay. I am Yashir says he's joining from Nigeria. That's good. I was telling the people earlier here that yesterday when I did Instagram live, I had people joining from I had people joining from Lagos, some people joining from Ibadan, and I had people joining from Sierra Leone, Freetown in Sierra Leone. And I'm like, all of these countries, I definitely want to visit all of these countries. I definitely want to visit them. Okay. And then you have Augustus. Hi, Augustus. Um, Augustus says, I need a scholarship. Oh, wow. Sometimes the way you all ask me questions, I always think to myself, like, do y'all think that I have some scholarships in my back and I'm walking around and sharing, I need a scholarship. And I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that information? I need a scholarship. Really? Y'all need to learn to be polite, okay? I need a scholarship. We all need scholarships. I need a scholarship too. What am I supposed to do with that information? Okay, I'm going to make a memo for all the people that need a scholarship. Oh my goodness. Okay. People who need scholarships. Probably I'm going to answer these questions from the easiest though. And then we have uh, Jane Francis, that's here. Doing great. I'm joining from Ghana. Oh wow. Are you in Accra? Are you in Accra? What part? Where are you joining from? In Accra? Are you in Accra? Or where? What part of Ghana are you joining from? Hello, I'm Ferdinand, and I'm joining from Uganda. Wow. Kampala? Kampala? Where are you joining? I like how this is sort of giving my training in African African geography. What are the countries? What are their capitals? Those are the capitals that I know. Salisu, hello. Thank you for joining. How are you? Where are you joining from? Okay, so let's get to answering some questions. And if you're just joining, I have a notepad here and I am taking topics. So if you join in and you're struggling with something with reference to scholarships, let me know. Hello, Salisu. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How are you? I am good. Let me know what your question is, what you're struggling with. I'm going to put it on the notepad, and then we are going to be answering one sheet at a time. See, this is how thick my notepad is. My notepad is very thick, so we're going one question at a time. Okay, Salisu is joining from Nigeria, and Jane Cecil is joining from Accra. Oh wow, what do we say? Akwaba. Is that how we say it? Akwaba. That's how it's said, right? Yeah, alrighty. So let's talk about the people who come on here and tell me I need a scholarship. Listen, you guys. I post scholarships every day on, oh my god, my pencil fell down. Okay, my pencil fell down. I post scholarships every day on LinkedIn and on X. I post scholarships there. I post scholarships there. The second, so that is your first source of scholarships. I post scholarships on LinkedIn and on X. If you come to my profile, you will do yourself some good to spend 5 minutes on my profile just scrolling and taking notes, scrolling and taking notes, scrolling and taking notes. It will do you a lot of good if you're one of those people who need a scholarship. The second source that you can get scholarships is my DIY toolkit. My DIY toolkit is a database. It is a scholarships database. If you are someone searching for scholarships and you do not have access to the database, I have no idea what you are doing with yourself, because this is a database that is updated every week. Every week. If you come to that database, you are going to find new scholarships. Let me give you all just an overall number that we are looking at here. In this database, right, we have about, in terms of scholarships, we have 108 graduate assistantships. So if you're looking to move to countries in the US, you have 108 graduate assistantships there, right? And then for scholarships, we have 355 scholarships. And then for those that do not want to pay application fees, the database has 78 universities waiving application fees. The database also has 59 no tuition universities for those that are interested in studying in Germany, because so many German universities, right, they do not require students to pay tuition fees. This database has all of those universities, and then it has links to sample CVs. It has links to sample SOPs, and it has links to sample research proposals. This is like a power kit. It is like the only thing that, because think about it, when you're applying for a scholarship, right, when you, let's just say that, what is the process when you get a scholarship? You find a scholarship, you prepare your application documents. You have two sets of documents that you prepare. Number one, you have the static documents. These are documents that um are given by your university. This is your CV, This is your transcript, your uh, uh, certificates. These are things, documents that you cannot do anything about them. You cannot edit them. You cannot do anything. These are the static documents, right? These ones. And then on the other side, what do you have? You have the dynamic documents that you have to prepare. What do you have to prepare for most scholarships? You have to prepare your CV. You have to prepare your SOP. And if you're a master's or PhD student, you have to prepare your research proposal. So, how do you have a database that has tons of scholarships and then samples of everything you need to prepare, and you just get up, you look for the new scholar, what are the new scholarships, you go to the database, search for the new scholarships, and then you say, okay, what are documents I have to prepare? A certificate, I have it. Transcript, I have it. Recommendation letters, I have it. Okay, what do I have to prepare? CV, SOP, research proposal. Oh wow. So you now go to the database, you open, let's say, 5 tabs, you look through the samples. Okay, these are sample CVs. I have never written I'm just giving an example of a student. Let's say you have never written your CV before. You open these tabs and then you look at all of the examples. Then you're now looking at it like, okay, oh, so this is how I should write the introduction. You can compare. You look at all of the samples and you're like, oh, this looks nice. This looks nice. This looks nice. Okay, I like this one more. So I'm going to follow this one to write, let's say, the first 3 lines of my CV. Then you look through the next ones. Oh, this one's I like this other structure. Then you prepare. And in less than an hour, you will have your CV done. You go, you do the same thing for your SOP. You look through the samples. You let it guide you to write your SOP. And then you look through the samples for those that have to write research proposals. If you've never written a research proposal before, you look through samples to guide you to write yours. How do I come up with my research topic? You brainstorm, you look through what people have done before, and then you look through, how do I write my research questions, my methodology? What can, like, I, for people who I do not know why all of you are not in that database. I do not know why. Because and as I always said it, if you are a scholarship applicant, the first hour of your day, you should spend it applying for scholarships. Just that 1 hour is going to add up. Spend that 1 hour, work on your scholarships. When you get up, don't go on LinkedIn. Do not go on LinkedIn. Do not go on Twitter. Do not go on Instagram. Work on your scholar. Go to the database. Use that 1 hour. Only look at that database. Do your work. Look for samples. Do your work. And trust me, in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you will be ready to submit your first scholarship application. So everybody, go and get the database. You all need it. You all need it. I don't know how else to explain. How else to explain it? All right. We're going to go to the next topic. So those who need scholarships, topic. We'll finish that topic. Let me welcome some people here. My bride concept. Hello, how are you doing? Where are you joining from? We have Hassanisa. Hello, Hassanisa. How are you? Where are you joining from? And then we have, oh, Ferdinand on LinkedIn says Entebbe. Where is Entebbe? I have no idea. Is that a place in Ghana? Oh no, Uganda. He said he was joining from Uganda. Oh, you said you were joining from Uganda. So this is a place in Uganda called uh Entebbe. I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. I have no idea. Anywho, and then there is Rashika. Hello, Rashika. Where are you joining from, Rashika? Let me know, where are you joining from? Where are you joining from? And then let's see. We have Anisetu. Anisetu Bam Bimaliba. Oh my goodness, I'm destroying your name. I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Anissa from Togo. Wow, Togo. This is interesting. I have the whole of Africa here. I just need people from the north to come in, and then we have our African nations are all here. Wow. If you would like to work with me, DM me, and I'll tell you. Those that want to work with me, I am open. If you are a newbie in the world of scholarships, We are going to be doing a boot camp. Oh, I am so excited for the boot camp. I'm excited for the boot camp. If you are a newbie, oh, Hassanisa is joining from Nairobi. Good, good. Kenya is here. Kenya is. I swear I have the whole of Africa. If all of you tell me the countries that you all are joining from, I can swear I'll have one person from all parts of Africa. Anywho, we are going to be doing a boot camp, you guys. I'm going to be doing a boot camp, and I don't want the boot camp to be a lot of people. So I'm going to have just 10 students. If you are a newbie scholarship applicant, you've not applied for any scholarship before, you do not know anything about scholarships, you have not even submitted your first scholarship application. If you are newbie to the world of scholarships, I am going to do I have a boot camp that I'm going to work with you all. I'll work with you from the start till the end. Just go click on the link, go to my online store. You can sign up. I just want 10 students who are going to do the starter application boot camp. Then the second boot camp that I'm going to do is for students who have gotten tons of rejection letters. If you have gotten rejection letters and you are like, oh my goodness, I am so tired with these scholarship applications. I apply, I don't get it. I keep getting rejection letters. I keep getting rejection letters. I am going to do a boot camp. I will be opening up a boot camp for 10 of those students, just 10. I cannot go above 10 because I really want it to be hands on. I really want it to be, we're going to be doing lots of worksheets, uh, prompts, templates, text. It's going to be very hands on, so I cannot accept more people. So the first 10 students who sign up, then I'll close the list, and then the next 10 students who sign up, I'll just close the list because I cannot take too many people. And then for next 2026, we are going to be working on Max. We are going to be working on Max. Everybody that wants to apply for Max, you're getting on the boot camp, okay? I'm still going to take just the first 10. I'm still going to take just the, to be honest, because I don't want the classes to be big. I will not be able to help everyone if I take more than 10. So the first 10 for the students who are starters, who have never applied for any scholarship before, I'll work with you all. The next 10 are the people who have gotten tons of rejection letters. And then the next 10 are just going to be students that are applying for MEX. We'll get on the online, we'll do the boot camp, work. It's currently open, you guys. The first 10 people, you sign up, I'll close the list. And we're only going to get back to it next month because I cannot do more than that. I'm just one person, okay? Alrighty, let's get back to the questions. Okay, Nairobi. Okay, that's the last person. Oh, Oladipopo. I know your name. You were on the Twitter spaces earlier, right? Welcome. And then Mondi, welcome. And then here on LinkedIn we have Ifra Muzaffar joining from Pakistan. Hello. What part of Pakistan are you joining from? Pakistan is a big country. Where are you in Pakistan? And then you have Abraham. Abraham, hello from Ghana, Accra. Hello. And then Muzaffar again from Pakistan. What part of Pakistan are you joining from? Let me know. Okay, let's talk about AI and scholarship applications and um, writing your SOPs. I think that because of how widely uh, used AI is, um, we are not going to we are not going to pretend that AI is not here to stay. AI is here to stay. But just like with anything, when it comes, there is a need to regulate, right? There's a need to regulate that thing. So I was talking with a lecturer. She's a lecturer at Keio University in Tokyo. And I was talking to her because she teaches academic writing. And I was asking her, so what do you all do in this age of AI where students can just put their homework in, ask ChatGPT their homework, and then the ChatGPT is practically going to do all of the homework for them, right? So how do you handle this kind of a situation? And she told me something that was very interesting. She told me that yes, AI is here and students are using AI, but at the same time, AI is also coming to check for AI written papers, to check for AI written SOPs, to check for AI written CVs. So what I'll say is that use it. Use the chat GPTs and everything to give you ideas about how you should structure your work. Use it as something that you brainstorm with to structure your work. And then when it gives you the ideas, take that idea and then you now write it out by yourself. Use your natural language to write it out, and then use your natural language. You already let AI give you the structure, let AI give you the ideas, let AI give you brainstorming prompts, right? But now when you take those answers, sit down with yourself and then write it out. Because just as that professor was telling me, in as much as AI is here and students are using it, there is nothing, professors cannot stop students from using it. But now there is also AI that is used to detect AI written documents, AI written CVs, AI written SOPs. So do not just throw your ideas on in ChatGPT and then let it generate an answer for you, and then you take it and then you go submit it to a scholarship. I don't think that that is going to fly, especially with the big scholarships, because most of the time, if you all see how recruitment is being done these days, right? Recruitment, like the first people who practically check your documents when you apply for a job now. In fact, the first level of checks for people who apply for jobs these days is not humans. They practically, you all submit your documents, and they practically, the system, it's all computers that determine who is going to make it to the next stage. So if they have let's say AI detection systems where you upload your documents and then it detects all of those, you are practically going to be out on round one, right? So in as much as you can use it to in as much as you use it to give you ideas on structure, do not generate an SOP and then you just go and submit it. You just go and submit it. I think that is not going to fly. Okay? Okay. All right. So we have answered the AI question. AIs and SOPs. Let's welcome new people. We have simplest T Nora. Hello. Where are you joining from, Nora? We have Mami Tiwa. Where are you joining from? We have Oji next. Where are you joining from? And then we have Habib joining from Ethiopia. Hello. Are you joining from Addis Ababa? Where are you? What part of Ethiopia? And then Ifra says where we have to sign up. In my bio, the links are there in my bio. You just have to click on the link. It takes you to my online store, and then you sign up there. Just go there and sign up. And as I said, I'll just take the first 10 students and then I'll close it for the month. I'll only open it up next month again because I cannot do too much. I am just one person. Maybe when I have a team, eventually we're going to open it up to be able to do more students. But for now, 10 people, that is the max I can do. So the first 10 sign up and then we get to work. All right. And then, okay, Ifra says from Faisalabad. Faisalabad. Am I pronouncing that correct? Is it Faisalabad or is Faisalabad? Faisalabad. Faisalabad, Pakistan. You see, when you ask people where they are joining from, and then they tell you where they are joining from, then you don't know how to read the names of the place where they are joining from. Anywho, y'all teach me, okay? I know a ton about scholarships, but it doesn't mean I know a ton about everything. I do not know a ton about everything, okay? So y'all teach me, how do I pronounce that? How do I pronounce that? Is it Phi Salabat? Let me know. Okay. As I said, when you join in, please throw in a question. Tell me what you're struggling with, and I'm going to give you an answer. I'm going to make sure I give your answer as detailed as possible. All right. Okay. Ifra says, tell me where to sign up because I was a little late. The link is there. Link, link, link. The link is there. The link is there. All right. Let's talk about the next topic. The next topic was, what countries can I apply that have the easiest to get scholarships? I have a problem. I have a problem with when students ask me questions about the easiest. The easiest. When you use the word easiest, in my head, I think to myself, what is easy? What is your definition of easy? Right? And if you get a fully funded scholarship, right? Let's take for example the MEC scholarship. Let me paint to you all a picture of how it works, right? When I got my final approval that I'd been given the next Japanese government scholarship, I went to the embassy. They stamped with my passport. They stamped my passport. I went. They gave me my flight tickets. I went. I packed up all of my things. I went to the airport. I got on the plane. I flew to Tokyo. Someone picked me up at the airport. And then someone picked me up at the airport, took me to Tsukuba, which is where my university is. Someone picked me there, took me to my dormitory, and then someone was waiting for me there, took me to campus. I signed up my document, I signed up the paperwork, got ready, school started. I started school, and 8 years later, I did not pay a dime. Till today, my mom does not know how much is tuition for universities in Japan, but her daughter did masters and PhD in Japan. So think about how much is spent on you as a grantee of a fully funded scholarship. It is millions. It is millions. And these millions do not come from space. Nobody's printing money anywhere. This is taxpayers' money that someone is using to pay for your study. You, your mother, and your father gave birth to you, and you are their responsibility. And then think about someone else coming with money to provide for your education. It is not their responsibility, it is the responsibility of you, your mother, and your father. So there is no reason why this should be an easy process. This is an extremely difficult process. It is extremely difficult for you to get to a scholarship because you, especially fully funded scholarships, people are spending millions on you. And do you think that you're going to get it easy? Do you think that this is charity? It's not charity. you you are there to serve a purpose, and that is why I want to do the boot camp for students who have gotten rejection letters, because a part of me feels that people think like when students are applying for scholarships, they are only looking at it from their perspective. Me, I want a scholarship, I want to move abroad, I want to go and do my study. Do you think about it from the perspective of the person giving you the money? They have a goal why they are giving you that money. They are not just giving you free money. How are you going to be a good return on investment? So think about it as they are investing in you. How are you going to be a good return on investment? And that is just what the scholarship application process is. The scholarship application process is, we are going to invest money in you. Can you show us how you are going to be a good return on investment? Can you prove that your process of applying for scholarships is your process of you proving that you will be a good return on that investment? It's not just free money that they are sharing to you. And that is why when students are telling me that they are receiving, I got my first fully funded scholarship in 2014. In 2016, I was a third runner up for the Mandela Washington Fellowship. In 2018, I got the Yala Fellowship. In 2021, I got the Clinton Global Initiative Fellowship. And it is because I understood that I cannot go into the process only thinking about me, 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 me. I want this. I want money. I want to do my studies. I want you all to give me money. Like, no, no. You have to think about it from the perspective of the scholarship provider. Why should they give you that money? Can you prove yourself? And if you cannot prove yourself, of course you're going to get a rejection letter. Of course you're going to get a rejection letter. And that is the reason why I want to do this boot camp. If you have ever gotten rejection letters, please sign up for the boot camp, because I am very sure that this is a perspective problem. And this is a problem where students are not thinking about a scholarship from the perspective of the scholarship provider. They are thinking about scholarships from their perspective. And of course, you're going to keep getting the rejection letters. So, and I say all of this to say that when you all ask me questions about what is the easiest scholarship to get, I don't have an answer for you. No scholarship is easy. And I'm not sure you are ever going to find any scholarship that is easy to get. I do not think so. Different scholarships have different application processes, and you have to go through the process. And at the end of the day, nothing in life is easy. So, yeah, that is my answer to the question. The person who asked questions about easiest scholarships to get. All right, question finished. Let me welcome some new people. Hello, hello. Sanjaya. Hello, Sanjaya. Where are you joining from? And then we have Dilan. Hello, Dilan. Where are you joining from? And then let us go to LinkedIn. We have Anthony Chukuma. Hello, hello, Anthony. Anthony is joining from Nigeria. Hello, from uh NSPR NPRI Nigeria. Is that a place? Is that like the name of a place in Nigeria? NSPRI? I don't know. How do I pronounce that? Nspree. It sounds. Am I pronouncing? I'm definitely pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. Namibia. Hello, hello. What is the capital of Namibia? I don't know. What is the capital of Namibia? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And just for perspective, we've been on here for 1 hour now. So I'm probably going to pull through another hour, and then I'm going to be gone. Okay. And then Anthony Chukuma says, I'm trying to get a host institution invitation from Germany. My application has been approved by my institute, but getting a host institution and supervisor is my problem. Oh, wow. They did not put contact information, because that sounds like a very specific kind of a program that works with different institutes and different professors. There is no contact information that you can use. I'll assume that there should be contact information, and because of how specific that is, I'll also assume that um, they should provide more in terms of information on how to go about the process. I'll assume that. Is that not the case, Anthony? Let me know. Okay. So, all right, let's go to the next one. People with low GPA. Alrighty. So that is our next topic. Low GPA people. Uh Low GPA people. Let's have a chat if you have a low GPA, okay? Oh wow, this one is finished. This one is finished. Huh? Why is he showing here? It's not showing why is he not showing on Instagram, on LinkedIn? You know what? This is what happens when you're doing something for the first time. and you have no idea what you're doing. Why is it not showing? Huh? I have no idea. Anyhow, that is the next question was about low GPAs. So let's have a chat about people who have low GPAs, okay? Having a low GPA when you are still in school, when you're still in school, or when you've already left school. Oh yes, the capital of Namibia is Windhoek. Windhoek, yes, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I know that answer. I know that answer. That is true. It's Windhoek. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. Man, I cannot wait to travel throughout Africa. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. That is like goals to me. Like I have to work hard. I have to make a ton of money because I have to travel throughout Africa. Yes, the capital of Namibia is Windhoek. Okay, all right. So let's talk about people with low GPAs, okay? And if you're joining in, you have this as you can see here, low GPA is the last topic that we have to cover, because uh that is what people have asked. So if no new topic comes up, I am going to close the call. Okay. So if y'all come in, if you want us to keep going, you have to ask questions for us to keep going. If we don't ask questions, then we are going to move. We're going to move to the next one. Alrighty, let's see. We have okay, NSPRI is the Nigerian Stored Products Research Institute, led by Professor Latif Osani. Oh, oh, no contact information was given. It was open. That is very strange. That is very, very strange. I've never heard about. I've never heard about a product. I've never heard about um, that research institute. I've never heard about it. Oh my goodness, what is what is happening is those that are on LinkedIn, they are getting the video later than those on Instagram. So those Instagram we are getting immediate information feedback. We're doing it immediately. Those those on LinkedIn are getting it later. The video is like late, so that's why they are I was trying to show them the information and nothing was happening. Anywho, let's talk about students who have low GPAs, right? um if you have a low GPA, there are certain things that you can do. Number one, if you're still in school, if you graduated with a bachelor's, or let's just start with high school. If you graduated with high school results that are not very good, the first thing I'll say is go and do your bachelor's. Go and do your bachelor's, and when you are doing your bachelor's, remember that those GPAs matter, because just as I was explaining earlier on IELTS, and that sense of you have 300 scholarships, and those 300 scholarships get reduced to 100 scholarships, and then they get reduced to 80 scholarships, and then they get reduced to 20 scholarships. This is the same problem that low GPA people are facing, because for all of the scholarships that are available, let's say there are 300 scholarships, right? And in these 300 scholarships, 250 of these scholarships require high GPAs. So what is you're left with is 50 scholarships that you're competing with. And because scholarship is a competition at the end of the day, the idea is you want to be able to compete as much as possible. So I'm not saying that you cannot get a scholarship with a low GPA. You can, but your options are extremely limited. So if you are still in school, please, please, please study hard, try to get your GPAs up. If you're already out of school, step one is you can choose. If you graduated, let's just say you already have um a bachelor's, you can do a master's back home. You can do a master's back home. Do a master's. You have masters that are just 1 year. You have masters that are 2 years. Enroll in a master's, and as you go into that master's, think about it like I have to get really, really good grades before I get out because I want to go do my PhD abroad, because masters abroad. So when if you're able to, if you have low GPA and you really want to be able to compete on all the scholarships possible, you should consider doing maybe a 1 year masters or just enrolling in a regular masters. You can always do a second masters. Masters is not long, masters is 2 years. Okay, let me tell you all the experience of one of my friends. Maybe at least using an example in real life is going to help make it really understood, right? When I left the university, I graduated with one of my very good friends, and I graduated with a way better GPA than she graduated with. We applied for scholarships. We applied. I got, she didn't get. And then I moved abroad. And what she did, the year that I moved abroad, she worked for like 1 year, and then she went and did her masters. When she did her masters, she got a first class honors. And then the next year, she applied for mixed, and she just finished her PhD uh, earlier this year from Tokyo University. So sometimes they say you take a step back in order to take a step forward. And taking the step back is because you want to take that step back and then shoot as far as possible. And that is what she did. I moved, we are now like we hang out all the time. But I left her behind because I had a better GPA. She went back to school. She went and did her masters. And then when she did her masters, she got first class honors. And then she applied for mixed the next year. She applied for mixed, she got mixed, and then when she got mixed, she moved to Tokyo University. And she did what is it called? She did her masters. She did a second masters because she applied for MEX as a master's student. So she did one master's back home, and then she came to Japan and did a second master's, and then did her PhD, and then she just graduated. So sometimes, how competitive the scholarship landscape can be, you do you a lot of good if you sort of if you see that your GPA is limiting you from the number of options, which it will, from the number of options that you can get. Consider doing like a master's. Consider doing a master's back home. Consider doing a bachelor's back home. You can always do a second master's, and that is going to open you up to way more opportunities. Of course, I'm not saying that when you cannot apply for scholarships with a low GPA, you can. But if you're going to be applying for like fully funded scholarships, if you're applying for things like graduate assistantships, because the process for graduate assistantships is a bit different, right? The process, because you apply to the university, and then you speak to various professors, and if a professor accepts to supervise you, then you can be signed to that professor's lab and to that department, and you can get either departmental funding, or you can get funding that the professor gets through the graduate assistantships. So you can also consider countries like the US if you have a low GPA, because if you find a professor, was it 2 3 years during COVID, I was on Clubhouse, and I was talking about scholarships on Clubhouse, and so many students told me, shared their experiences, that they had low GPAs, but they were able to, because their research areas were very, very interesting, they were able to find professors in the US who agreed that they should join their labs, and that is how they were able to move to the US with scholarships despite having a low GPA. So so your all is not lost when you have a low GPA. But at the same time, if you're going to be applying for like just straight up scholarships, you are going to have a harder time in terms of the number of opportunities that are open to you, and then in terms of your ability to compete, it's going to be limited. Okay, 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 okay. Alrighty, let's see. I've been talking for so long. Okay, we have Osla joined. Osla, where did you join from? And then we have Fa 10 joined. Where are you joining from? We have Ahmed. Ahmed, where are you joining from? And then let's see, Anthony. Anthony said this is the link to the scholarship. Um, I don't think I'm on call now with everybody, so I don't think I can that I can go into the details of the link to the scholarship right now. Okay, okay. So we've gone through all of the topics. We spoke about outs. We spoke about AI and SOPs. We spoke about easy countries to move to, easy scholarships to get. We spoke about low GPA, and then we spoke about those that need scholarships. So we've gone through all of the topics that everyone has suggested today. If we have not spoken about something that you are struggling with, it is because you have not told me what you are struggling with. Everything that everyone has given as a topic idea, we have covered here. We have covered it here. So if you're struggling with something and we've not covered it, it's because you've not told me. Alrighty. So hello joy.com. How are you doing? You were on the Instagram live yesterday. Today I started a little bit earlier because I want to include the people on LinkedIn so that they can also join in. So I have answered everybody's question. Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Those on LinkedIn. Let me check. I'm streaming this on YouTube also. I have never streamed on YouTube. I don't even know if the people on YouTube are able to see, if they are able to see this. I have no idea. Two people watching on YouTube. Who are the two people watching? Who are you people? Videos into. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How do I listen? This is the first time in my life that I am using these streaming services to stream on multiple platforms. I am so brand new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. So y'all be patient with me, okay? Y'all be patient with me because I am also trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm talking to people on Instagram. I'm talking to people on LinkedIn, and I'm talking to people on YouTube all at the same time. But I don't see comments from YouTube. Let me see. How can I know if the people on YouTube are getting some kind of are they asking questions? Am I because I've answered so many questions from Instagram and from but I've not answered any questions from YouTube. So I don't know if the people on YouTube are questions. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. YouTube. Three people watch. Oh my goodness. You see, these are people on YouTube. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. YouTube people, I am so sorry. I have not answered any YouTube questions. I had no idea you all were here. Ah, oh, there is Prince. Prince watching from Ghana. And then Alike TV. Hello, doctor. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, watching from Istanbul. Hello, hello. How are you doing? And then we have Supernal World watching from Nigeria. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Hello, YouTube people. Listen, as I said already, y'all forgive me, okay? This is the first time that I'm doing this. So I am still messing it up. I'm going to find a balance on how to be talking. We're going to do, I talk to people on Instagram, then I talk to people on LinkedIn, then I talk to people on YouTube. That way I'm able to talk to everybody. Hey Mish, hey Mish, hey Mish, hey Mish. How are you? How are you? As you can see, I'm doing well. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But it's okay. It's okay. This is getting me going, Mish. How are you? How are you? Okay, I was talking to my friend. Okay, okay. So, hey, Mish. Uh, those on YouTube, you are the highest people that have not answered your questions. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am fine. I am fine. I am fine. Uh, YouTube people, what are your questions? Please, I need a private guide on Mex. Yeah, yes. Now that the person asked, let's talk about Mex. I am doing a boot camp. If you are a Mex 2026 prospect, join my boot camp. I'm taking just 10 students, only 10 students, because I cannot handle more than 10 students. I'm going to take 10 students, and it is going to be extremely hands on. We are going to be using worksheets, we are going to be using prompts, we are going to be using slideshows, we are going to be using so much. It's going to be a very intense boot camp preparing for next. And we are going to go through all of the documents, like just first of all understanding how what is the MEX scholarship, how you should think about it, who is the ideal candidate that they are looking for the MEX scholarship, how can you make yourself be that ideal candidate. We are going to go through the process of the study plans, because the study plans are the most important part of your scholarship application for MEX. So we'll go through the study plans, how to write the study plans, how to write your research proposals. We'll take just one day just to do that for the MEX scholarship. And then the next time we are going to go through all of the application documents, like primary screening, because we have to go through primary screening. And then this is when you all submit your documents to the various embassies in your countries, right? So we're going to go through primary screening. How should you prepare for primary screening? Filling up all of those documents, everything that you need to do. We are going to do that, and on another day. And then the next day, we are going to talk about secondary screening. Because MEX is one of those scholarships that you do not submit IELTS, so you have to write an English exam at the embassy. So we're going to talk about how to prepare for that English exam to make sure that y'all can get your mind ready to score very well in those tests. Past questions, we're going to do some work on those past questions. I'll give you all homework at the end of every session. I'm going to give you all homework on what to do for the next day. So, and then preparing for that secondary, the interview, how should you prepare for it? We are going to use a lot of worksheets, we are going to work on it very, very hands on. And then by the end of that, we are going to do it in the space of 5 days. So that's why it's an intensive boot camp. We are going to do it in this, and by the end of that 5 days, you should be ready to go submit your next application. And I'm going to work only with 10 students. The link to sign up is in my bio. Click the link, go and sign up for it. Once it's 10 people, I am going to close it out. It is just me. I do have a big team, so it's no more than 10 students. So the first 10 students that sign up, we are going to move on and we are going to keep it pushing. Okay? So y'all go sign up for it. Okay? Okay. People joining. You're not even looking here. Wow. I am so sorry. As I said, oh my God, you see the people on LinkedIn accusing me of not looking at them, because it is my first time doing this. I have never done this before. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to navigate talking to people on in Instagram, talking to people on YouTube, talking to people on LinkedIn. I am still learning. I am still learning. uh I am still going through the process of learning how to do this. So please be patient. Be patient with me, you guys. Be patient with me, okay? All right. Someone says, "What about my question?" Oh, what was your question? Oh my, someone is like, "What about my question, please?" Wow. Okay, what was your question? Let me see. Can an MBA also gain scholarships? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. Why would that? Why will an MBA not get scholarships? Of course, yes. And then let's see. Kindly go over the database and how to access it. How to access it? The link to the database is Oh, the link in my bio takes you to the database. Okay, you said kindly go over the database. Let me explain it one more time. I explained it already before, but let me explain it one more time. The data, this is the database, okay? And the database has, let me just, because I have my computer here. The database has, let's see. The database, okay, open up, open up, open up. Ooh, my computer is running low because of this. So many things that are opened up. All right. The database has 355 scholarships. The database has 108 graduate assistantships. The database has 78 no application fee universities. What universities are waiving application fees? The database has 59 tuition-free universities, and so many of them are in Germany, and all of those universities that are tuition-free. The database has 27 links to CV samples. The database has 27 links to SOP samples, and the database has um, 18 links to research proposal samples. And what I'm trying to explain to you all is that as a scholarship applicant, you should not be on. When you wake up, you should one spend at least 1 hour, your first hour of the day. Go to that database. Look at what are the new scholarships. Look at the new scholarships, and then you put to yourself, oh, okay, I'm interested in scholarship one. As you're looking at it, you're making a memo. As you're looking at the scholarships, you're making a memo on on those that you're interested in. That should be your step one. Step two, you go to, okay, these are the scholarships that I'm interested in. Check now the eligibility criteria. What scholarships in these ones that I'm interested in am I eligible for? Click the links to the official website of the scholarship. Go through the eligibility criteria. Am I eligible? Am I eligible? Am I eligible? So let's say that you went through the database and you had 10 scholarships that you were interested in. The number of scholarships will reduce when you go to eligibility. Maybe you are eligible for 5 of these scholarships. And then now you look at the application documents. So your step 3 is to look at the application documents, right? Then now you start saying, oh, they need this, they need this, they need this, they need this. For example, I need to submit my certificates. Do you have it? You can ask yourself that question. Okay. And then my transcripts. Do I have it? Oh, you can ask yourself that question. And then my uh let me say test scores. Do I have it? These are your static documents, right? Okay, the scholarship also requires my CV, my SOP, my research proposal. And because these particular documents they change by scholarship, now you now have to go through the process of how do I write, how do I do my CV? You go through the database, you look through the samples. Okay, this one looks nice. Open several tabs. This one looks nice. This one looks nice. Okay, I like this one. You start working on your CV, updating your CV for that scholarship. You do the same thing for your SOP. These are, okay, I have 5 SOPs open here. Okay, this document tells me about how to structure my CV. You read, you learn. The other one tells me, okay, this is a sample CV. Okay, I like this. I'm going to use this to write the introduction to my CV, to my SOP. Same thing when it's time for you to work on your research proposal. Oh, these are samples of research proposals. Okay, this is sample one, two, three. Okay, now I have to brainstorm my research topic. What topic? What topic? What topic do I want to research about? You go through which one tells you about how to to do your research topic. Which one tells you about your literature review? You make a memo. Which one is teaching you about your research questions? You make a memo. And if you do that every day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the morning, in minimum 3 weeks' time, you will be ready to submit your first scholarship application. So when students tell me that, oh, they are overwhelmed by the application process, they don't know what to do, and I'm just like, how is that possible? And I have no idea why everybody is not in that database. Because this is one of those documents that I always say that if I wish I had it when I was applying for scholarships, I wish I had it. Just a central system that you just go to, you get the scholarship, you fill up, you learn, okay, these are the new scholarships. Number two, how do I prepare my documents? What do I do next? What do I do next? It's like everything you need in one space. Honestly. Honestly. And how to access it? The links are there. The links are there. The links are there. The links are there. YouTube people say I'm not showing them any love. I'm not looking at them. YouTube people, I am so so sorry. All right, let's see. Are there any questions? So YouTube, the last questions on YouTube was um the max. Yes, the max questions. Max questions. All right. Okay. And then LinkedIn, do you all have any questions? LinkedIn people have no questions. Uh Instagram, do you all have any questions? Instagram people have no questions. All right, let's see. So we have Eugene Malama on LinkedIn. Hello, how are you doing? We have Toba on Instagram. How are you doing? We have, let's see, who is new on LinkedIn. There are now, let's see. Oh, YouTube, we have yeah, there are no new questions on YouTube. There are no new questions. There are no new questions on YouTube. There are no new questions on LinkedIn, and there are no new questions on Instagram. So maybe it's time for us to close. Is it time for us to close? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody good? Alrighty. Okay. So I'm not seeing any new questions, which means that it is probably time to close this out. This was really fun, you know. This was fun, you guys. This is my first time doing this, and uh I was like, you can, yeah, I will be able to go on live on all of these platforms. Then I read about it, and yeah, here we are. So this was really fun. Thank you, Mish. Okay, all right, cool, cool, cool. This was really fun. It was fun chatting with you all, learning where you all were from, what you all were from. Today I got reminded that the capital of Namibia is Windhoek, and then I learned about a new place in Pakistan called Fasil Fasil Faisalabad. I think Faisalabad. I think probably that is how they say it. I'm not too sure. Oh, Eugenie said what about my question? Eugenie, what was your question? Please, can a professional can a professional bachelor to apply for a scholarship? I have a bachelor with a low GPA, but a professional bachelor with a first class GPA. A professional bachelor with a first class GPA, and then a regular bachelor with a low GPA. Which I always tell students that when you want to apply for scholarships, right, submit the document where you have your highest score. If you are applying for masters, if you have 2 degrees, submit the one where you have your highest score, because you're competing. It's competition. Do not submit the one with the low GPA. Behave as if that one exists. Remember it, that one does not exist. Don't even mention that it exists somewhere. Just focus on the one where you have your first class. That's your best performance. It's a scholarship. You want to show that you are the best candidate to submit your best performance. That is what you have to do. Okay? That is what you have to do. Do not submit the one that you're not submitting your best performance, okay? I hope I answered your question, Eugenie. Okay, oh my goodness. This was fun. This is the first time I have done it, and I really liked coming here and chit-chatting with you all. uh I've learned so much. You two people, I will look at you people next time. Okay, I'm not going to be looking only at the people on Instagram and on LinkedIn. I'll look at you people next time. I'm learning. Be patient, be patient with me, okay? I'm learning how to work all of those things. I'm a kid learning how to figure. I'm learning as I go, okay? Alrighty, I am going to close it out now. As I told you all already, if you want to talk to me, DM me. If you want to talk to me, DM me. And I'll be the first to acknowledge that, yeah, I'm slow on replying to the DM, but I'm trying. I'm trying. So DM me if you want to chat with me and sign up to the boot camps. I'm going to close it immediately. I get the 10 students who are doing 10 students that are newbies to the world of scholarships. I call it the scholarship starter boot camp. And then I'm doing 10 students who have gotten tons of rejection letters and are trying to find their way on how do you fix it up to make sure you stop getting those rejection letters. And then the next 10 students are next 2026. So we have 10 slots for newbie applicants, 10 slots for those that have gotten rejection letters, 10 slots for max, and then that's it. So the first 10 students for each of the packs, when it comes in, and then I'll close it out, okay? I'll close it out. Alrighty, this has been fun. Where do I shut it down? Okay, Instagram people, bye. It will be easy to shut down Instagram because I know what I'm doing here. Uh, okay, and then how do I shut it on? Ooh, how do I shut it down? Here. Oh, okay. How do I close? This is hilarious. When you do something for the first time and then you have no idea how to close it out. How do you stop it? How, Lord. Where 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 do you end it? Where do you end it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where where do I end it? It doesn't give any instructions. It doesn't say anything about where to close. Has any of you ever done like a live on on uh what is it called, Restream? Has any of you ever done it? Like, how do you close this out? Oh Lord, do I need to speak to ChatGPT to tell me how to close this? I have no idea how to close it. Why doesn't it say stop somewhere? Somewhere. Where is stop? Oh, end stream. End stream is here. Alrighty. Bye y'all. Bye bye. Bye bye to those on LinkedIn. Bye bye to those on YouTube. Bye 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 bye. I am learning and I'm figuring this out as I go. But I've seen the place for end stream. So bye bye. I'm going to talk